Welcome. So, this is part two of ethics, and part two is about best business practices and how we can serve the greater community as a business entity. So, to begin with, there's always been a misconceived notion that magic practitioners shouldn't charge for their magic. And there's always been this huge debate. So, regardless of which side of the fence you stand on that debate, today I'm going to talk about people who do have businesses and try to make a living providing magical services. That's simple. People do it. If you have a moral objection to it for whatever reason, that's your moral choice. Um, and we can cover some of that. But this isn't a debate on whether or not someone should. This is a simple class on if you are, these here are some things you should consider. Again, I'm not the ethics police, um, but these are some things you should consider in your practice, both as a business and as a metaphysical person. Okay. Um, so, what is selling metaphysical services? Selling metaphysical services is receiving compensation for using magic to help somebody. That compensation can be a chicken dinner, it can be cat food, it can be money, it can be precious stones and metals, it can be handcrafted tools and weapons. It, it, compensation is that. Compensation is something for something. It's creating balance in the universe because you're giving your magical ability to someone else for use. In turn, they should compensate you. Both Norse tradition and the Kabbalion talk about the laws of compensation. Norse tradition, it's in a rune, gebo, gift for a gift, means that you receive something, therefore you should be given something. It looks like an X or two greater signs that are connected at their lesser, right? Well, that's because nothing in this world is free, right? The Kabbalion talks about the law of compensation. You will be compensated for every action you put out in the universe. Well, again, an easy way to be compensated for your metaphysical ability is for someone to reward you through payment of some kind. That payment does not have to be monetary, but it's the easiest way to create that balance. And then they don't have to worry about losing it because the Kabbalion also talks about that which we do not pay for is not ours. Okay? So we can lose something that was given to us if we never pay for it. Okay? Just food for thought. So if you're practicing a business, two parts, lots of parts, but two main parts that I want to talk about. First is one, be clear about what you do, who you are, and what you're going to give them. Okay? So don't sell a pipe dream. Don't tell them that your magic will always manifest what they want because that's impossible. There is no living human being who can cast magic so perfectly that everybody gets exactly what they want. If you've had that kind of success, then something in your ego is broken. Or you're a god. Not like a Luciferian god, but an actual divine energy, part of the universe, walking around doing magic work to reset the scales in the universe. Okay? That kind of god, right? Because Luciferians all strive to become gods of their world. That's different. That's I consider myself a god of my world because I am the one who oversees my reality. I'm the one who manifests my future. I'm responsible for everything that happens to me. That's a Luciferian version, a loose interpretation of a Luciferian version of self identification as a god. I'm talking about a holier than thou divine entity. If your magic is 100% successful every time you cast, then you're a divine energy, right? Get off of here. You don't need me at all. Okay? Otherwise, be honest with people. What's your success rate? Um, for us, we measure it. We pay attention. We love hearing from our clients who paid for metaphysical works and what they've experienced, and we keep a journal about that, and we use that as a reference point. But be honest about what you're going to do. So if they pay for metaphysical work, you're going to do the work. You're not going to manifest something for them. You're going to do the work that may manifest something for them, right? And be clear about that. What this does is it starts to alleviate the conundrum of fraud. It starts to alleviate the stress of scammers. So probably 2 out of 5 of new clients who come to us, the first words out of their mouth is, I've been scammed before. Okay? Well, when you talk to them, some of them have been scammed, but some of them just didn't understand what they were purchasing, didn't understand what it was that they were paying for. And so those can be saved. Those people can be taught, oh, you had a misunderstanding on expectation, or you're spiraling out of control and you heard what you wanted to hear, right? The ones who've been truly scammed, someone says, Western Union me X number of dollars and I'll fix your life for you. It's 100% guaranteed. Go back to the beginning of this video about divine power, right? and then realize that those people are out there for a reason, and it's because the people who need help are desperate. And so they're making money off this idea that they can save these people, and those people get hurt. And so now they're cautious. So one of the ways that we can help rebuild the community and respect for practitioners who are selling their services is, as a practitioner, be honest about what you're going to give them, right? Be honest about what you are capable of doing. Second part, be healthy. Be physically, emotionally healthy. Be financially healthy. Be stable. Have your ducks in order before you try to fix someone else's ducks. Okay? So, if I eat really bad, tons of sugar, tons of processed foods, I'm way overweight and I'm unhealthy, I've got heart disease and I've got vascular problems and I've got muscle problems and I'm always sick, would you come to me for diet advice? Would you come to me for the best solution to be healthy? Probably not. And in turn, I shouldn't be selling the idea that I know how to make you healthy, because I'm not healthy, right? In that scenario, I help people with their health choices because I'm 50 years old and I take no medicine and I have no health problems. I'm overweight, but I've been overweight since I was a kid. I've never been the optimum weight for me. But I can exercise, I can run, in the military, I could do all my jobs in the military. So I'm relatively healthy. By no means am I perfect, but I can help people be relatively healthy. And so I do. I help people work out their diet issues and work out their gut issues, because I've had bad gut health and I've fixed it. But I wouldn't tell someone how to lose weight because I struggle losing weight. I can tell them what all the science says, but I can't charge them for that and tell them my technique will help you lose weight. All I can do is help give them direction, right? If you're financially strapped and you're struggling for money, don't do magic for someone else to have money. You don't have money. You don't have the ability to control your own affairs. So now you're going to ruin their financial freedom by tying them in with yours. If your love life is in shambles, don't do love work for someone else. Same thing. If your roads are blocked, don't think that doing someone else's road opener is going to help you. Sure, it might help you in the short term, but it's going to hurt them because you can't open your own roads. You can't cleanse yourself. You can't do magic to fix your life. So why are you selling magic to fix someone else's life? This is like the worst thing you can do ethically. Thirdly, don't lie. An exaggeration is a lie. When selling your services, when someone's paying you for information and knowledge, don't lie. If you don't know the answer, say, I don't know the answer. If you're a reader, or you have the ability to, you're a psychic medium, and they ask you a question that you can't see the answer to, don't fabricate one. Just tell them, I can't see the answer to that question. There's probably a reason you can't see the answer to that question. Become aware of what that reason is and tell them that. But don't lie to them. And pay attention if someone's mentally broken, if someone has a mental condition that is showing its face to you. Be gentle and kind, but find a way to get them to recognize that their behavior is symptomatic to this mental condition. Okay? Because otherwise, you're lying and you're being deceitful and you're hurting them more than you're helping them. If someone's suicidal, we can't stop suicide with magic. So tell them to call 988, the national hotline, suicide crisis hotline. Tell them to talk to a professional. Because although you can help them heal, you can't stop them from what they're feeling. And you can't stop them from acting on those feelings. So give them the resource to do something about it. Give them the access to something greater than yourself. Because then they get to be around longer and they'll come to you out of trust. And you'll build a better business relationship. And finally, if you say you're going to do something, do it. And do it in the manner in which you said you would. So if you're going to ship something in the next 2 weeks, then ship it before the 2 weeks are up. If you say you're going to set up a working and send them images of that working, then do it. Don't fake it. Don't pretend. Don't think that don't oversell so that now you've got too many workings. If you've got too many workings and you can't get it done in time, reach out to the ones that you can't get to and tell them, I need a couple more days to get this done. Offer them a way of fixing the compensation so that they still feel whole. Give them a solution so that both parties can be happy, or at least complete. Right? And then listen to their complaints. Don't automatically think that it's personal. It might not be personal. It might be just their perception of what they thought they bought. And if you listen to their complaints and you address it and you're clear in the first place about what they're buying, this helps you have a more ethical business and helps people trust you more. Sean and I have been in business for almost, well, it's got to be 16 or 18 years. Since 2007, 2008. We have very few people who think that we're ethically and morally broken. Very few. And most of the ones who do were triggered by bias, or were swayed by bias and personal opinions. Okay? Nobody can say that we've defrauded, or that we scammed anybody since the construct of our business. Nobody. We have always conducted our business in a manner that kept us so that we could say that. And because we can say that, our business model of being upfront and being honest and all the things I've talked about in the last 15 minutes really helps and shows that metaphysical businesses can exist, be successful, and be ethically and morally sound. I hope this helped you. If you're planning on starting a business, keep that in mind. Also, be true to yourself and your path. Don't sell a service or a product that isn't yours. That's not being honest. But I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much, and have a good week.